Greetings. It is August 7th at 10:30 a.m. I was able to get a hold of Perry. He's at 3 Mile Lake and he's been monitoring the situation of a controlled burn that's east of Highway 97 from 3 Mile Lake down to the Hart Ridge. Here is that conversation now.
It looks to me like it's all finished. There's a lot of smoke in the air, lots of ash came down through the night. But it looks to me like this back burn that they just did worked well. Fire worked its way back up from the bottom of the ridge at the power lines, basically where it started with the controlled burn. Worked its way up to the top, burned itself out through the night. They had about 20 firefighters on it here on this ridge, and yeah, they were up there with their hoses and pumps and stuff like that, keeping anything from getting out of hand. They did a really good job, and now today it looks like looks to me like the fire is out. It's just barely smoldering. There doesn't really appear to be any hot spots left on the side of the ridge here in front of us for the next, from here about 3 miles down.
Well, that sounds like good news.
Yeah, really good news. Yeah, there's a bit of an inversion, so it's extra smoky today. No worse than yesterday, but ash in the air is all pretty well finished coming down, I think.
And you were saying yesterday that you felt the fire was using up oxygen?
It seemed to me that it would starve itself out because of the amount of smoke in the air, and just sort of been able to tell, even just from the shortness of breath, that there is not a lot of oxygen in the air. And it also feels like the relative humidity, I don't know if it's barometric pressure or just relative humidity, is up. So there seems to be some moisture in the air, and the forest isn't as tinder dry as it was.
Well, you're kind of confirming what I'm seeing on the weather models. Really low airflow. It's kind of just settling and swirling around. I'm not really seeing a change until Friday when wind may come from the south.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Very little wind, no cuts anymore like we were having. Just very stagnant.
Are you able to get a view down south, down the highway?
Yeah, I can see down about 3 kilometers or so, as far as the smoke will let me.
Okay.
But we've got very few hot spots left. I mean, after, say, 10 o'clock last night, we had probably 100 small fires left burning on the hill, just, tiny stuff in the grass and the trees.
And
now that we're all out, I think we're down to maybe 10 little hot spots burning, and that's about it.
so the transmission area, that seems to be kind of dealt with.
Yeah, you betcha. A couple of risky things that they dealt with right away with pumps and hoses and crews on the ground. And yeah, it all looks good.
Okay. Can you see any smoke rising in the sky from towards the Highway 99 area?
Well, I can't see that far down. It looks a little red in the skyline, but I imagine that's just from the,
East of Highway 97, I'm getting a couple of straight lines. It looks like controlled patterns of infrared. Just going up the hill looks like maybe a kilometer.
That would be further south from the junction of 99 or north of 99?
Just around, just north of 99 on the east side of Highway 97. So opposite the highway from the Hat Creek turnoff there. And I'm just seeing infrared kind of popping up the hillside.
I can believe it. They're probably doing the controlled burns down there as well. I know that from this area they moved on. I think they went to the top of the ridge and burned on the other side of where the fire was above us.
Okay.
But then I think the crews have all moved down south from here, so it's most likely that they are down there doing the same thing, more controlled burning on the active portions of the fire.
Okay. I really appreciate it. And there's a lot of people concerned about you out there.
Oh no, we're good as gold here. The only trouble is getting out for. I mean, we're eating well and stuff, but yeah, it'd be nice to head down to Cache Creek for some supplies and whatnot. But getting back through the lines won't happen. So We'll just tough it out until they open the roads again.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Perry. And sounds like everything's working out there fine, and I really appreciate it.
Well, I'll tell you what's saving us here is the lack of heat. I know the temperatures are skyrocketing everywhere, right up north and everything, but right here, it's chilly at night, and all this smoke is really keeping the heat out.
Okay. Okay. Good.
So that's probably what. If it was hot, 36 degrees, all this stuff would probably be burning pretty bad. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You bet. Anything changes here, I'll let you know, Brett.
Okay. Great. Okay. Talk to you in a bit.
Have a good day.
Okay, that was a report from Perry, who is at 3 Mile Lake, monitoring the situation on the east side of Highway 97, south of Clinton. I'm just going to pop over to a couple of screens that a friend sent me. We're at the area north of Big Bar, west of the Chasm Park, and it's two hotspots from satellite infrared from the Canadian Wildland Fire Information System. So I just wanted to take a look at those. And again, this is satellite data. There's no on the ground confirmation that this is fire. It's two dots on a screen. But I'm just putting it out there because now you can see the information that I'm seeing. I checked the 6-hour update, and those two dots are now gone. So I get a bit of a break right now. I'm going to jump over and read through some of your comments. I really appreciate them. I try to look at them as soon as possible and respond where I can. If you have a situation developing, remember the TNRD, BC Wildfire Info, the other links below, that's who you want to call first. Thank you very much for watching. Be safe, assess your position, look at your surroundings, plan a course of action, and keep your nose to the breeze.